Yeah, fruit up, juice up, juice up. What he say? Do what? Fruit up, juice up. I'ma need more than one, need 2 cups. Fruit up, juice up. What he say? Do what? Fruit up, juice up. I'ma need more than one, need 2 cups. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe, yeah. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe, yeah. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe, yeah. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe. Look, drop the processed food, now I just trust the process. Hop on these grapes, you gon' see some progress. How long can you go? We can have a contest. You wanna know who made my food? God did. Had to put the bottle down. I took some shots of the juice, I won a lot of rounds. Fast forward now, I done lost a lot of pounds. I was jumping at the mirror when I saw myself. Yeah, I was down in the struggle. Now I'm big flexing like Cali muscle. Yeah, all fruit what I'm on. You know I gotta shout the homie Kev Ramon. I eat the watermelon with the seeds, might add a little lime or a little lemon squeeze. It'll make you feel alive, promise that's a guarantee. I'm soldiered up every day, I'm out here trying to fight disease. Fruit up to 5, trying to boost up your vibe. Eat fruit off the vine, it'll keep you alive. Yeah, fruit up to 5, gotta get you some limes. It'll spruce up your life, junk ruin your mind. Yeah, fruit up, lift your mood up. We getting juiced up, I need 2 cups.
Fruit up. Welcome to Master Your Mornings with Bobby Smith. Glad to have you all on. We got in the building already. Joe Tom, completely cold. What's going on? We got a special show today. I'm bringing on my brother, Jared Walker's here today. What's going on, Jared?
Man, look, man, like I told you, I am always outstanding and improving, even if I don't feel like it. I feel like it. I didn't always feel like a couple minutes ago, but just being here with you, man, hearing your voice, seeing your face, I'm like, man, I'm up. I'm
Ready
all the
to-
way up, man. You are the caffeine.
Hey, you know, it's an everyday consistency. I pride myself in consistency, getting up, sharing the energy, you know, being the energy for the people and getting their day started off right so they can learn how to master their mornings, leave here with a good feeling, leave here with something they, like Doc always tell me, they can chew on, you know, something that they can, you know, leave in their brain. So glad to have you on, man. Inspired by you and I met through Doc actually, and you know, been vibing since, and you've been on the morning show showing the love, being consistent, and I wanted to bring you on to share some of that energy, man.
Ooh, appreciate it, man. It's like this, man. For me, it's all about intentionality. Like ain't like you said yesterday, ain't no the point of life is living. So I believe genuinely the whole purpose of life is to live. And if you're going to live, you should live with intention. And if you're going to be intentional, then you need to be committed to the things that you actually say you committed to. So I commit to being the if. And when I talk about if is a requirement that must be met in order for a specific purpose to be fulfilled. So my belief is, well, shoot, I mean, I remember not having the best examples growing up. I had a bunch of examples of what not to do. I ain't have dang near any of what to do unless they was on the TV screen. And I got to a point in my life where I remember the light bulb switched on when my frontal cortex started being fully developed when I was 25, and I just started calling myself just I'm so smart. Oh man, my pops didn't do this, my pops didn't do that. You know what? I had a stepdad since I was 1. He didn't do this, he didn't do that. Man, I had 2 dads, and now one of them jokers, you know, did right by me. They didn't have their dads either, but you know, my mama, she was the best. It's just like, you know what, bro? Listen, let's cut all of this out. Once I became a father, I understood some stuff that I didn't understand at first. I got married, then I had kids, and it's like, you know what? All that if stuff go out the window. If my daddy would have did, if my daddy, if. Listen, bro, you gotta be the if, and that's where that started from. You gotta be the if, be the intentional father that your children require you to be. You gotta be the if. You gotta be an intentional family. It does matter that they were not intentional, because it has an effect on how you go about doing things as far as default. But you got to recreate your own default. What you talking about? Stop complaining, Jared. Listen, you got to be the if, be an intentional family. Oh man, my friends, they wasn't on the same stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, be an intentional friend now. Be the if, be an intentional friend. Oh, well, shoot, man, I could do better with my health. Okay, intentional fitness. All that if I have come in my family, we did not exercise, work out, or do none of that growing up. We ain't do nothing together like that, bro. So
Yeah.
we watch wrestling, with the church. There's really like one no, take
Facts.
care of yourself. So you got to
Facts.
be the if as an intentional fitness and get your money right, intentional finances. There's just a lot of things to be the if about, whatever, intentionally focused, intentionally fruitful, as we talked about, fruit up, fruit up. So
Facts.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah, just be the if. And that means I show up wherever I show up with intentionality. And if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. And I'm here.
Indeed. Indeed. I hope y'all hearing this morning. Good day, family. Good day. Good day. I see you. Kamira. How you feeling? How you feeling? We are truly starting the day off on a high level, family. Already talking about being intentional. Intentions are everything. I love. What's the consequences of being unintentional?
Ooh, well, to be unintentional is to be negligent. To to be unintentional is to be negligent, and to be negligent is to literally not do what needs to be done, and that is a form of lazy. So the question really is, what are the consequences of being lazy? And if it let's just say you're not lazy, because lazy means you know what to do, and you're just not putting forth the energy to get it done. You put zero effort, zero energy. Okay, let's say you just don't know that you don't know. What are the consequences of what you don't know? Well, I'll tell you. I believe in building a legacy worth protecting so that you can avoid creating a legacy worth correcting. So you know what the consequences of being unintentional is? You intentionally build a legacy worth protecting. That's how you do that. That's with intentionality. But the one that gets created worth correcting is the one that you were unintentional about. And guess what? Your legacy is your reputation. That's your name. So if you unintentional about your name, that means you are neglecting to build something that is worth speaking and remembering and hearing. If you want to build a legacy worth protecting, you got to first become somebody worth reflecting. And if the reflection ain't, looking good to you, then if you continue the path that you are going, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be the person trying to make up for lost time. And that's not possible. You're literally trying to fix everything that you broke along the way unintentionally. Like with parents and kids, they'll have kids. Biggest mistake I see with parents, like the number one in my opinion, is they wait too long to make the right adjustments to their belief system. So a belief is an idea that you hold so significantly high that you perceive it to be true, even if it's not. So if they hold on to these beliefs that really ain't serving them, but they ain't ever questioned them, they ain't adjusted them, they vibe ain't where it need to be. Your values, intentions, beliefs, and expectations, they make an assumption that, oh, well, shoot, I'm just doing the best that I can. And the kids end up becoming parents someday, and then they wonder why they don't have the best relationship with the grandkids, because the kids ain't trying to literally repeat things that they did not want to see growing up. They don't want their kids doing the same thing. So the assumption that, oh, well, what I believe right now is fine, I'm gonna be good. No, you just literally created a legacy worth correcting. Now you're gonna spend majority of your grandparenthood trying to fix stuff that could have been maintenance along the way appropriately. So unintentionality leads to a bunch of regret, remorse, and regression, to be honest with you, because eventually, if a person ain't really became the person that can do the thing, they'll start out trying to fix it and, okay, cool. And once they get what they want, they regress and they start going back to doing exactly what it is that they never really changed their mind on.
That's crazy. And and the theme of talking about change, intentions, like that's all I've been talking about this week. Intentions and changing and doing, like you said, doing and being the thing. Like in our life, before I got the way I am, before I stepped into my purpose, right? I felt like I never took life serious enough to even be intentional about it. You know what I'm saying? So now that I get up every single day and I'm intentional about sharing energy, about caring, about believing in others, it's really starting to show in my every single day life. So can you talk about like a lot of people got the power, they got they got the they can do the thing, but they don't do it. Can you talk about procrastination today, Jerry? I know you got some takes on procrastination, family.
Ooh, so here's the thing about procrastination. Procrastination is evidence that you are focused on the wrong thing. And I could back that up by science. The science of focusing on the wrong thing, we have to start with the etymology of focus. What is focus? What does that even mean? Focus means to hone in and concentrate on something so much so that whenever it comes together with your attention and whatever it is that you are focused on is coming together, it causes a flame. It's literally like it causes some type of explosion. It's like Jimmy Neutron. It's like ding, 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 brain blast, because you were concentrated, you were focused on that thing. The problem is when that thing that you are sparking is the very thing that is blowing up your life in the negative way. So if you are procrastinating, you are concentrating on the wrong thing and you are imagining things that ain't even there. It ain't probably going to be there unless you just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because remember when I said belief is an idea that you hold so significant, you perceive it to be true, but that don't mean that don't just because you believe it's true don't mean it is.
Right.
So my belief is that the truth sets you free. Therefore, a lie sets you up. And so many people stand for lies and they've been falling for traps their whole life. So the whole idea of procrastination is based off of that word, idea. Check this out. Did you know that idea, intention, purpose, desire, will, all are the same synonymously? So what is an idea? An idea, by definition.
Go ahead, break it down, dear Jared. Hold on. Put some fire in the chat. Go ahead, Jared.
An idea is the result of thinking. That's the definition of idea. So wait a minute. Well, if an idea is the result of thinking, then what is thinking? Thinking by etymology or definition is imagining or calculating. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man inwardly calculates, that's who he is. As a man imagines, that is he. Wait a minute. Well, imagine, the word in that root word is image. So the images that are popping up in your mind whenever you're thinking about something, just like Jimmy Neutron, he had been presented with a problem. All of a sudden, he get in this corner, he closes his eyes, he say, ding, 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 and he starts seeing all of these pictures and images in his head of all of the things that could potentially go together. And whenever he gets that moment of that idea that comes to boom, that's when he says brain blast. Well, some people are allowing their brain blast to be a bunch of things that they don't want to happen. And that is why they procrastinate, because they are assuming the worst rather than the best. They are literally operating in anxiety rather than hopefulness and faith, because both of those things, like, listen, hope for the future, that's cool, but it ain't happened. Faith, the thing that your faith, like, look, my faith is this going to happen. It ain't happened. But anxiety is focusing on a future outcome that the amygdala has literally convinced itself. It's literally said, this is dangerous. It's like a lion in front of me. It's about to eat me. It's not there. It ain't there either. So it ain't happened yet. So people get they focus on anxiety producing scenarios or images rather than excitement and energy producing images. Therefore, based off of what they are focused on, what they are concentrated on, what they are giving their attention to the point like a laser hitting that thing and causing fire, their minds are set aflame in a way as if you are watching a valley that is conflagrated with everyone around them running, versus being the person who is creating the image in their mind that is producing a fire that is drawing people in. They can sit down and eat a meal together. The problem with procrastination is people are focusing on the wrong thing and assuming that they know something that they don't.
Facts. Facts. And you know what? It's so crazy that you bring this up, because I was listening to, I think it was Myron Golden yesterday, and he's talking about how people think anxiety is fear. Like, it's anxiety come, it smell like fear, it tastes like fear, it look like fear, but it ain't fear, because fear is actually a real and present danger.
Right there.
Right there. You can feel it, you can see it. You know, that like you said, that alligator about to bite me. That's a real present danger. But the fact that you think you can't pay your bills, you think you can't do this, you think you can't do that, that's not fear, that's anxiety. That's an outcome that's not desirable to you.
Yep.
So we got to stop living in a state of anxiety. So how do we get out of that state of anxiety? How do we get up and do the thing instead of stopping ourselves from doing it?
You commit to whatever is required. Commitment is it's like asking somebody, why don't you just marry her? Yeah, y'all been together for like 10 years. Y'all got a kids, family. Why don't you just marry her? Look, the commitment ain't been made. It looked like a happy family. It looked like a lot of things, but if the commitment is not there, then the consistency of action is not going to be there. So if you start reframing how you are seeing things, this requires you to do some furniture moving in your mind. Like, so there's a script in the Bible where it says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Well, you got a bunch of stuff in there already. It ain't like you a old clean slate. The things that's going on in your head, you literally have to reframe them and retrain them. That way you can start seeing things differently. One of the frameworks that I personally use, Bobby, is it's called PAST. People complain about the past. They use the past as the reason why they perceive things in their present a certain type of way. And I'll be like, listen, ain't nothing wrong with your past. I like you. If it weren't for your past, you wouldn't be the person that's likable. If it weren't for your past, man, you don't understand. No. I don't think you understand. Your past is where your power, ability, skill, and time were developed. See, power is possession of the qualities to do something or get something done. You ain't got to be the person to do it, but you can be the person to get it done. You just make a phone call, whatever you got to do. So if the power that you possess and the ability, which is the same identical definition as power, by the way, they have identical definitions. Possession of the qualities to do something or get it done. The difference between those two, though, power is going to be what you have. Ability is going to be you are aware that you have it now. And then skill. Now that you are aware because of that ability, the skill is something you intentionally cultivate. You don't gain the skill overnight. It takes time. Even tying your shoes is a skill that took time and repetition and consistency. Why? Because you committed. You committed to learning it. And then time. Time is the most valuable asset that any of us have, because time and life, in my opinion, is synonymous. You ran out of life, you ran out of time. Ran out of time, you ran out of life. Well, evidence that you had time is because you still here. The past is past. So you still here. So you had time. So the power, ability, skill, and time is what you have. Now, the question is, how are you going to perceive it? Are you going to look at it as, man, well, all these things that happen? Or are you going to look at it as, man, I definitely have a lot of value. Had I not gone through what I went through, I wouldn't be where I am at. I wouldn't be useful for so many people based off the perspective that I have now. Dang. Well, shoot, if my past has produced a perspective that's made me useful for people outside of myself, that makes me fruitful, because the fruit, it comes from a tree. Guess what? Don't no tree eat of its own fruit. Therefore, the fruit that I've been producing is meant for everybody else. Oh, that's why I went through that in the past. Now you change your mind, because you stop seeing things the way that you used to see them, as problems, and now you see them as perspectives. And that perspective that you have is useful. Limited perspective equals unlimited assumptions. But an unlimited perspective will, at the very least, produce an accurate understanding. All you need to do is accurately understand that you still here. There is purpose in your pain that you experience for somebody else right now that's going to put you in a position to be useful even when you're not around. And now we still talking legacy and being the if.
In the if. So, Jared, man, you killing it. Just, hey, I'm telling y'all, Dr. Michelle Nice, Chassie, I see you. Rod Ishmael, I love it too, family. Let me ask you this. Like, if you have a past, you basically, like, everybody's important in a sense. Like, everybody is powerful. Everybody is capable. Everybody has that ability because everybody has a past. Like you said, if you still here, you capable. You got the ability. Is that what that really means? Is that what a past shows you?
Well, your past is going to be a reflection. It reminds me of Lion King. You got Simba. He get charged up by Nala. He been out here in this oasis, this jungle oasis, and he getting charged up by Nala. They done had this good time, everything going good. Yeah, I can see tonight. All right, okay, cool. Right. Then she like, all right, come on. He like, I ain't going back. I ain't going back. I'm not going back there. It's in the past. You know, Hakuna Matata. She's like, what? And then she said, look, she tried to run him the facts, and he like, man, you started to sound like my dad. And he was like, at least one of us does. So she, you know what I'm saying, getting his head, he just take off like TK, do the race. He just gone. Standing there, what's going on? Yelling out, complaining about everything. And then here come old Rafiki. Rafiki done mentioned his daddy, and he look up, like, because he forgot who he was. See, he forgot who he was. He knew who he belonged to, but he forgot who he was. So when Rafiki tell him, you follow Rafiki, he knows the way. So he ends up going through this, whatever they going through, these little small rooms, small little spots in the jungle and all that stuff. And he stops him and he tells him to look. And when Simba looks at the water, and he looks and he sees his reflection. And this joker had the nerve to say, that's just my reflection. And Rafiki says, look closer. And he looks closer. And what does he see? He sees his father, Mufasa, has this conversation with his father. And he says, you have forgotten me. He says, how? I'll never forget you. He said, you've forgotten who you are. Therefore, you have forgotten me. Shook his world up. Rafiki come through and said, whew, the weather. Crazy, right? He's like, yeah. He said, start talking about the past, man. Rafiki hit that joker in the head. Pow! He said, ow! What you do that? He says, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. He said, yeah, but it still hurts. He said, oh, that's the thing about the past. It definitely can hurt. But I look at it like this. You can either run from it or learn from it. He swung again, missed him because he ducked. He said, meaning you learn from the past. Everyone has capabilities. Everyone has abilities. That's literally you having the capacity within you to become or do certain things. This is what you refer to as an aptitude. But an aptitude is, in simple terms, y'all, it's just potential inside of you. So yeah, we all have certain potentials. The question is, are you going to bring it out? Because all of the evidence, see, your past is proof that the potential is there. It definitely has shown up so many different times in so many different ways. But the question is, how intentional are you willing to become so that you can do and then have and then give and then receive? Because that's exactly how that works as it pertains to your past. Your past is proof that not only have you gone through things and you've acquired the ability, skill, and time to do certain things, but guess what? It's also evidence and proof. Dare I say it, that you got this. It's proof you got this.
Proof.
Because God got you. Yeah.
That's incredible. Fire sauce. So what, and time is flying by when you having fun, ain't it? It's shouts out to the whole chat. Hey, mastering your morning. That's what this is about, bringing high level conversation, high level intentions, to the day. I want to, like, if you can tell me what you're doing today, that's one of my themes. If you can tell me what you're doing today, I can tell you why you're doing it. you know, because what you are your habit. This why we developing, getting up every single day, doing this together, talking together. And this what you just brought was so much perspective. You know, it is so profound, but it's so simple. It's the things that we forget about. Like how much power we truly got just in everyday life. I'm gonna leave you and give you, I want your thoughts on anticipation. The power of anticipation. Like, how do we get up and anticipate feeling the best we ever felt about life? Like, can you anticipate that every day? How do you get to that level?
Ooh, this is where you literally commit. Once again, you commit to a pain worth suffering for. You're going to suffer in life. You're going to do involuntary. The involuntary suffering is when you're dealing with sickness and health that you didn't bring on yourself. Somebody passing away that's close to you. That's involuntary. You can't control that. But then you have the voluntary suffering. Voluntary suffering is like taking your tail to the gym and working out and dealing with the pain that comes from that after the fact, but the results are the whole reason you're doing it. So if you commit to a pain worth suffering for, then you will be able to get exactly what it is that you said you wanted. So I have a framework with that. I'll be quick with it. You got anticipation. This is A pain: anticipation, preparation, articulation, identification, navigation. We're not just to break all of them down right now, but I'm going to tell you that anticipation is the first step to identifying a pain worth suffering for. That means you got to ask yourself this question: what do you want? Why do you want it? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to ascertain it? Because if you can't answer those questions, you ain't anticipating nothing. You just got a good idea. That's it. What do you want? And then I'll take it a step further. What do you deeply desire and want so bad that you're willing to sacrifice it? However, you want it, but you already have it. What do you want that you already have? This way you can start moving in gratitude. Because the attitude of gratitude will literally produce your aptitude, meaning your potentials that's inside of you. If you know that you want something deeply and you know that this is literally something you already have, now we're talking about maintaining, maintenancing, and being intentional about cultivating what we already have. That's your gift. Don't forsake your gift. Be intentional about what you are expecting and anticipating in the future so that you can prepare for it. That way you can start communicating about it, articulation. That way you can identify as the person that is able to do it, or the navigation. Get some help, get somebody else. Because that's key. You got to have support. You got to have accountability. Hold yourself accountable and also get somebody to hold you accountable. While you hold them accountable, y'all got to be on the same page, same vibe, the same values, intentions, beliefs, and expectations. When y'all in alignment, bump balance, it's all about harmony. Because when there's harmony, you can move forward even where there are differences, major differences. That's how you make major chords. There's different sounds, different tonalities, and different frequencies, but they all come together to make harmony. So if you are anticipating something, make sure that it's something that's worth giving up something of a lower nature for in order to take hold of something of a higher nature for, which is sacrifice.
And the vibe in here is real. What'd you say? Values, intentions, beliefs, and expectations. The power in the room, you can feel it. Hey, listen, everybody, let's get our love in the chat today. Let's put the love in the chat for my brother Jared today for the powerful message this morning. Definitely appreciating the word, definitely appreciating the inspiration, the insight, and just, the knowing. The knowing that we got all this power. That's why we got to get up every single day and show each other love and inspiration and motivate each other to keep going and doing this. You help me, I help you. Energy feed energy, life feed life. So get the love in the building. While they doing that, Jared, can you please tell everybody what you got going on, where to follow you at, so if they want to get this vibe from you all the time, they can come get it.
Yeah, man. I just got hit upside the head like I was thinking Arby's the other day. And I mean, yesterday when I did a podcast. Right now, I'm working on a community. It's called the Be the If community. If you would like to be involved in that, it's free, you know, and right now it's still being built, but you can DM me. You can follow me on Facebook. You can add me as a friend. I'll accept as long as your vibe is the same. And then IG, all that good stuff. Even on YouTube, everything is I am Jared Walker. That's my name is Jared Walker. So if you want to follow me or find me anywhere, it's going to literally be I am Jared Walker. And if you're interested in joining that community, as well as this Fruit Up community, it's not going to go against the grain. It's going to go right with it. Hence harmony. Let me know. DM me, because I believe in being intentional about your life, your legacy, and your family and your time. And if you ain't intentional about them, like we said, you being neglectful, you're being negligent, and you're going to get some undesirable outcomes trying to make up for it when you don't have to. You ain't got to do that. Let's build community. Let's work together. Let's be intentional. Let's stay focused and know that we got this because God got us.
We got us. Look at that. God got us. We got each other. This is a beautiful, beautiful community we building here, family. Jared, man, thank you for coming on, sharing your time with us today, brother. I definitely appreciate it. This ain't the last y'all gonna see of Jared. Trust me. This is the beginning of something great. We starting here. And I just appreciate everybody for showing up and showing out every single day. Go out there, be your best, do your best, put your best effort forward. Know that life is good. Nothing about life is bad. You know, we here, we great, we doing better. So with that being said, make sure y'all join the Fruit Up to 5 community starting tomorrow. We are bringing health up to the next level. We're going to have fun doing it. I'm ready to go at it. I'm ready to go in the group, inspire, be in there, motivating, loving, teaching, all of that. So we're going to go through it together. Let's rise together. With that being said, y'all, Fruit Up. Y'all have a very good day. And we'll be back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all go out there and fruit up today, family. Fruit up.
Back row.
Yeah, fruit up, juice up, juice up. What he say? Do what? Fruit up, juice up, juice up. I'ma need more than one, need 2 cups. Fruit up, juice up, juice up. What he say? Do what? Fruit up, juice up, juice up. I'ma need more than one, need 2 cups. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe, yeah. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe, yeah. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe, yeah. Fruit up to 5, yeah, you know the vibe. Look, drop the processed food, now I just trust the process. Hop on these grapes, you gon' see some progress. How long can you go? We can have a contest. You wanna know who made my food? God did. Had to put the bottle down. I took some shots of the juice, I won a lot of rounds. Fast forward now, I done lost a lot of pounds. I was jumping at the mirror when I saw myself. Yeah, I was down in the struggle. Now I'm big flexing like Cali muscle. Yeah, all fruit what I'm on. You know I gotta shout the homie Kev Ramon. I eat the watermelon with the seeds. Might add a little lime or a little lemon squeeze. It'll make you feel alive, promise that's a guarantee. I'm soldiered up every day, I'm out here trying to fight disease. Fruit up to 5, trying to boost up your vibe. Eat fruit off the vine, it'll keep you alive. Yeah, fruit up to 5, gotta get you some limes. It'll spruce up your life, junk ruin your mind. Yeah, fruit up, lift your mood up. We getting juiced up, I need 2 cups. Hey.